Hey there, and welcome to another Baldur's Gate 3 video. I'm going to be continuing on with that Warlock character, and today we are going to finally embark on a journey past the last light, leaving our troubles behind and the sadness and dread of the events that transpired there. We're going to venture forth into the darkness and see what it has for us, see what danger lies ahead. But without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, to be honest with you, um, I actually hate that phrase. I hate the phrase "to be honest" because it implies that you're lying the rest of the time. You're just being like facetious. That's a tough word, huh? The rest of the time. But
I'd love to, thanks.
I got a problem. And my problem is I am obsessed with stats
Toes.
and reading graphs. I know it sounds like one of those like super nerdy things, but like I'm actually really interested in like the graphs and figuring out and trying to predict what's coming, predicting trends, stuff like that. And I've been hounding over this
for you to know.
over my YouTube channel and a couple of the other socials and the analytics that the platforms have. It's bad. It's unhealthy how often I'm like trying to find a new chart that's going to tell me a little bit of information about my content, my engagement, my audience, stuff like that. It's unhealthy. Oh shoot, I'm talking to the Ox. Oh, okay, but this guy wasn't here. I checked all the footage. Oh, I think I said that last time, but this guy wasn't here before. Close. He's here now.
Your mind to mine.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, what's going on, bud? Oh my god. Oh, he just like looked outside.
Are you satisfied?
No, what did that mean? That didn't mean anything to me. Just like
keep quiet.
You saw the massacre.
You have to find out.
Okay. All right, bud.
That's up to you.
No, the threat is up to you. Like, whether you're going to act upon it, that's up to me. That's the whole deal with the threat. You just don't understand what a threat is.
Good little hero.
Sure, I won't talk about it. Because I'm like, curious how frequently this guy's going to be popping up. So, yeah, I want to keep him around, I think. But yeah, about the analytics, they give you a lot. They tell you a lot of stuff. Yeah, like tension, impressions. The fact that they're counting the impressions of the videos is crazy. It makes me think about what like my page, like my For You page on YouTube looks like, and how the recommended videos for me. It's like every time somebody's videos popping up on my channel, am I like, I don't know, is it like when YouTube recommends a video to me, it's one impression per viewer? I don't know. That'd be interesting to find out. Because I'll like hold a video in my recommendeds to watch later, and if I'm lowering a video's impression rate by just holding on to a video I really want to watch until later, that would suck. I wouldn't want to do that. I think I'd want to like put it in like I just said like a bunch of times. Am I going back down that road? Am I reincorporating like into my vocabulary? Gosh. Question is, was it ever gone? Probably not. Probably had like a dip in usage of the word, but I don't think I ever got rid of it. Never snipped it from my vocabulary. Whited it out from my dictionary.
Yo!
You know, what's interesting? Whiteout. I mean, like the edge of using whiteout in my lifetime. Oh yeah, who's this guy? Art.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
I think his name is Art. I thought it was a weird name. Oh, he's another flaming fist.
Flaming fist. Investigating. Catherick Thorn. Rumors of Sharon Gold.
Hey, your buddy also investigated Ketherick Thorn
Than we thought.
and then went into league with him.
He is
Became a follower.
brutal. Cares for nothing except his daughter. Curse. Darkness. Pain. Daniel. Have to help Daniel.
Oh. Who's Thin? Yeah.
Spirit of the land. In the Shadowfell. Look for Lavender. He needs.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Okay. Okay. Oh, lift the shadow curse? Oh, I see what's going on. So Thaniel's absence is what's causing this land to be covered in shadow. Oh, maybe. That's maybe. I think that's what they're implying. But I may be just fully off. You know how it is.
Waste a step.
I really need to get on the road. I really need to get going. Get moving and schmoving. I have adventured. Alright, I'm tired of being in this inn. Last light is not lit no more. Yeah. Oh, what's this? This is a different bridge way. Wait, where am I? Oh, there I am. Okay. Sorry if my camera work is disorienting. I recently changed it so that... I think right before recording this, I changed it so that it won't move around too much. It makes it so that it makes more sense to me when I'm playing, because the camera won't just jolt all over the place and stop me from being able to look places. But usually when it's jolting all over the place, it's trying to get me to look at the thing that's happening, so it could be a little confusing sometimes. I think I'm gonna mess with it, or think about it a little bit more. Alright, gonna go look around with the imp. The imp also has the blessing from Isabel. Super nice, because he's not taking any damage. I mean, as he can be kind of outside of the light. Oh. Oh. Just kidding. He actually can take damage? I don't understand why he took damage. But here we are. Took 3 necrotic damage. So am I in a spot right now that doesn't have the shadows?
Watching me.
I don't understand the Shadowlands,
What a day.
but that's fine.
Tread carefully.
Really, it was me who decided to
What's the
make the
story?
character that didn't have any dark vision whatsoever. Had 2 opportunities. Also, had multiple opportunities. Not just 2. Multiple opportunities to get dark vision. And still hasn't gotten dark vision. I got 1 with shadows. Do I need to swap that?
And
I need to swap that out real quick.
Careful, I'm behind. Subtle steps. Easy.
Why can't I just have him put it on his back like he just did? Did you see that? Stick it on your back, dude. Why do you gotta hold it in your hand like that? It's on his back right now, and it's lighting up everything. Well, that's funny. That's just funny. Instead of stealthy, it's stealthier. While obscured, the wearer gains a +3 bonus on stealth checks. It gives a +2 to the armor I'm currently wearing. It's not stealthy, it's stealthier. So good. Yeah, toss that on real quick. And look at that Karlach encumbrance. Oh, so good. At like 500 more pounds I could stick on her. And she already has a bunch of stuff. I took all of Carbrick's weight from him. Yeah.
let's march. Got it.
I'm a little bit afraid of this area, given how dangerous it seems. And marching order seems to be a little bit more important of a situation now. Because dudes are probably going to come out and surprise me. Mean locks. I don't really know what a mean lock is. I think this is another Shrine of Soluna. There's a lot of these guys in here. And of course, the given cracked wall leading to. Yep. That would make sense. So this is I guess a way that you'd get in if you didn't befriend the Harpers. 49 health is a decent amount of health. Okay, they got a fear aura. Can possibly frighten nearby beasts and humanoids with his fey presence. With just its presence? They have light sensitivity. Creature has dark vision on attack rolls and perception checks that rely on sight. Huh. But they have dark vision. 40 feet. You'd think that that gives me like a little hint
Can't waste any more time.
about how to go about this combating situation. You know, maybe it would clue me in, right? How should I go about this? Yes. By hitting that big red Hunger of Hadar button. It sits, I got it made custom. It sits right here on the desk. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go.
Careful. Those are mean locks.
Their eyes are made for darkness. Strike with fire or light.
Strike with fire or light. Lae'zel passed her history check or a nature check, one of the two. Knock him into it. Do it. Not yet. I'm gonna hold that into my back pocket. But I do want to check how frequently I could use it, but alas, I checked later, and if you're curious, it is once per long rest. I can do that. Not very frequent, but not bad though. So only going to be using it on very important rolls, like Fireball, for instance. Could be one of them. Could be one of them. Now that I got that cool spell, or other spells that just aren't. I guess the Hunger doesn't get to roll it, but they roll how much damage they take. But Fireball is a 1 damage for every target. They all get hit by the same damage number, but they roll for dexterity just to see if they take half. This game might do it different, but hopefully not. I think that's how it works. Sorry if that was bad to hear for your ears. I was cracking my knuckles behind the
Ready
mic.
for some good news.
What was the popping or snapping, whatever it sounded like?
My patience wanes.
Great, wonderful. Nice miss. 9 damage. Nice. Good stuff. And then I took out my sword in case
To push my luck
they
again.
came out running. That's a tip for you
Wanna
youngsters.
dance?
Don't hold ranged weapons when you're ending your turn. Switch over to your melee weapon. It costs an action in regular D&D, but in Baldur's Gate 3, it is a free action.
Can you feel death's cold
I think it
grip?
costs an action. Maybe it's for DM. The Hunger is... Oh yeah, I'm checking out this Snowburst ring. I just got this. This was in the hidey hole. I think in the last episode. Was it the last episode? Might have been this episode. But it doesn't seem to be leaving ice, a ring of ice around the characters who take damage from the Hunger. Come on over, bud. Oh, just kidding. Not like that. Oh, no. So, okay. Unforeseen problem. these guys all have teleports
Time to strike.
and are frightening my guys. So nice miss, but for some reason I get a free attack here. I wasn't really tracking why I did. I'm still confused about it now, but I noticed that they were highlighted. Maybe I didn't. I did take my second action last turn. I don't know. I'll have to look into that.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Maybe it has something to do with my jumping? Yeah, just I want to take this guy out as fast as possible. Just doink him. And that way, Carbrick gets to move.
Let's have a little fun.
Gets to do his turn without EMP and Ben. Yeah. Without being frightened or threatened.
Don't waste a step.
So he can move back and get out of the way of danger. And this is the problem with having the unlocked camera throughout the combat, is I don't see what everyone is doing. Another teleport. No, this guy's turn. He teleports as well. He teleports into the hunger. Doesn't take any damage, but he does. He used claws on Karlach and paralyzed her. So I don't know where he ended up. Did he end up where that meanlock that just teleported? Was that the one on top of Lae'zel? I'm not sure.
Can't even catch my breath.
Okay, so I'm gonna blast this guy. So I think if I knock him back, he'll fall off this thing and not be threatening Karlach anymore. But I'm thinking he's like concentrating. I'm thinking it's a spell that he's doing. It's like concentrating on it. But I don't think they ever said it was a spell. I think he poisoned Karlach, essentially, with his claws. Nice. I got a crit on the second one, so it didn't ask me twice. Pretty good, pretty good. And then he's gonna just stick still, because they all moved outside of
Time to kill.
hunger range. I need him to take out the lantern again. I need to do what I did before with Lae'zel. With him. I noticed he couldn't move, and so my thought is to get him into better positioning and split up the party a little bit in this fight and teleport him over here so that I can take shots at the guys in that choke over there, but also just kind of take out this guy. Thinking ahead as to
Dance.
not making the problem worse, but alas, I still don't have advantage because I think it's really dark in here. I think it's not illustrating properly how dark it is. And so I want to use a fire arrow, because Lae'zel told me that these guys, you should use fire against them. And so I'm going to move my guy away, because apparently I'm not giving him the threatened value.
I'm ready.
But then I might as well just shoot these guys. If I'm going to do like a range or an area of effect attack, I might as well aim at this choke here and try to get them with some fire damage. And then I'll use the imp to attack this guy so that he can just kind of hold him here. I'm gonna pommel strike him, but I am frightened. Unfortunate. So I have disadvantage. Okay, not frightened anymore. Great. I'll use my bonus action to get in the middle of the fray. I don't know why I wanted to do this. Oh, this is why. I wanted to attack with cleave on these guys. And it didn't hit the other one, I guess. And so I just swing on him. But I left range and got attacked by the other guy. Trying to attack this guy, I left range and got paralyzed by the opportunity attack, so I didn't even get to swing.
Still breathing, despite everything.
So things aren't looking great right now. Things are looking bad. Luckily saved from the paralyze. They rolled a 17. I'm gonna probably use my reaction to try to block it. Didn't work. Critical hit. Nice. Not good. That's a 17 critical hit on me. On Lae'zel. Luckily though, I was being consistently hit on Karlach, even though she was paralyzed. So I maintained my rage, but now Karlach is gonna absolutely tear these guys up because she is wielding a fire sword. Okay, not there, don't jump there, but I can jump there. Perfect. And then strike him. He gets a swing off on me. I'm extremely fortunate that he didn't stun me there, because that would have been very punishing. But, bop him. Which, I don't know why Lae'zel said fire damage. Because that fire proc just did 1 damage. So, but I am getting 1 damage from Arcane Synergy. So whatever's happening there, I don't know what my modifier is. But it's giving me an extra damage per swing. So, what's up? I don't know if they can't have weakness if I'm only doing 1 fire damage to them. Because weakness would be like...
I got this.
Yeah, it just skipped the imp's turn as well. Unfortunate. Now I gotta use a fire move, so I can fireball, but that'll be a bad move since Lae'zel is right there. 2 for you, and 2 for you. Bye-bye. And did 2 damage to him. Oh my god. Just perfect. But thankfully there are only 2 left. This one and the one next to Lae'zel.
With haste.
So it's starting to look a little bit more manageable, but these it's a little bit tougher than even like fighting those undeads on right before going down the path towards the shadow area. I mean, it even feels harder than the last lights fight. I'm feeling a little more stretched and challenged in this one.
Bye forever, pal.
Nice. Oh, luckily left Lae'zel paralyzed, but went and attacked Carbrick. Did another critical hit. Oh, because she's paralyzed. Yeah, obviously. It was a critical hit. Just checking. I don't know what I was checking there. Bop. Bop. Reckless attack to still miss. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Yeah, definitely double strike this guy. And definitely don't need Luck of the Far Realms.
Light on my feet.
Strike him. And run up here. And see if Astarion can deal with this. But Lae'zel is finally not paralyzed, so getting her into the fray. Look at that jump distance. She went into the hunger for a second, but she can do that. It only hurts you if you start or end in the hunger. And she slices and dices the last one.
All right, what now?
Eager for battle. I need healing.
Doom, doom, doom. Doom.
No one's stopped me yet.
Yeah,
If not over.
might as well be using all the health potions. I probably even have a bunch of ingredients that I can use to make them. Oh wow, he has a cowl. This creature just had a cowl. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I am more likely to critical hit now on Astarion. Thanks, bud. Unexpected sources. Not bad. Easy enough to all their stuff.
At least things have stayed
I
interesting.
think this is supposed to be the challenge leading to the passageway into the last light. I don't think this itself was supposed to be a challenge. Or like a... not... I do think it was supposed to be a challenge. I don't think it was supposed to be a significant location. You're not supposed to be coming here for the sake of coming here. You're coming here to travel through. Right, and I just kind of did that. I came here for the sake of being here, rather than Oh, bull strength. That does double my carry capacity, and I think it also gives me advantage on strength checks. That's what that is. It gives me bull strength and a +2 modifier to strength. Okay. Okay. So now I have advantage on strength checks. And double carrying capacity. And 20 strength. That is so strong. But I do gotta get her. Oh, I was looking at Asterion. I do gotta get her a better helm because +1 to my damage is not it. Nah. I want damage whenever I do damage. Maybe I give her the one that Carbrick is wearing, that my character is wearing. And then he can have... that'll at least open up some more options, because he can wear up to medium armor, I believe. Oh, okay. I have concealed the sacred relics of our revered goddess in the darkest corner of this place. Morfred, my loyal brother, seeks to forge a network of allies to stand against the oppression of Ketheric Thorm. Oh, Selûnite resistance. So they're fighting against Ketheric. A Harper's testimonial, the last stand of Ketheric Thorm, chosen of Shar. Oh. The pursuant test describes a battle between Ketheric's faithful and the magical Harper forces. I do not know what magic the Dark Justiciar summoned on our plane, but if it came from the Weave, then let it be cursed for eternity. For 3 days we sieged the tower, for 3 days their dark bolts cleaved our ranks, and on the third, as his men and women began to fall, Ketheric entered battle, and promptly destroyed everybody. That's my understanding of what happened. Ever since I returned, there's been a filth in me. I feel it in my very lungs. I cannot get it out. It will never out. This death that reeks within me, there are some things that even the Moon Maiden cannot heal. There are some things that she would never accept in her devoted, I should never have come back. That was Isabel's journal. Okay, here's the map of the Shadowfell. Wait, of the Shadowlands. Did I say Shadowfell? Am I in the Shadowfell right now? An old map of the region which was corrected by hand as surroundings were explored. The note includes the entrance to the city is blocked by a powerful curse. Moonrise, a hub of wickedness. Toll house, embankment, point of attack, question mark. Distillery, supplies, question mark. Abandoned house, the shadow lengthens. What was that? Is this the Shadowfell? Because I thought the kid was in the Shadowfell. The kid. The guy that Art was talking about. The journal script is antiquated, but its pages look like they've barely aged. How much longer must I languish here? I'd hoped to be in Baldur's Gate a 10 day ago. But the blasted toll house keeper won't accept my papers. When Father hears about this, he'll be furious, lol. There's something about this odd village. People skulk around like they have something to hide. The shrines to the Moon Maiden seem ill-tended and barren. I had hoped to learn more about Ketheric Thorm, the village leader, but talk of him seems to put people on edge. I'm not sure I can bear another hour in this lonesome place. I don't know what context this has. Just a scribbled note. Yeah, I gotta go back and look through my footage and see who had it. Threads of silver. Dearest Selûna, our fair maiden, weave our hearts with threads of silver. Guide us with light of the moon, and quench us with the purest of tears. Shadows taunt us, hear our prayers. Shadows stalk us, hear our prayers. Shadow wound us, hear our prayer. Selûna, thou with radiant loom, mend our hearts with threads of silver. Heal us with drops of morning dew and soothe our souls with softest star glow. Alright, that sounds like a prayer. Okay, what else do we got here? Missives from Moonrise. Duke Ravengard is to be delivered unharmed or mostly so immediately. Moonrise Tower cannot fulfill its destiny until the Duke has been delivered. Those who succeed will be rewarded. Those who fail will face first my wrath, then Gortash's. Yeah, we already knew that the Duke was being taken to Moonrise. Check. And then, yeah, I got some here. I think these are the ones that we took off of Roland. You are most fortunate, Roland. Few catch my interest, but your letters demonstrate potential. I'm willing to give you a chance, however, a warning must be willing to do whatever. This book comprises several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcriptions of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Chapter 4, Baldur the Swift. 700 years of age, wood elf storyteller hailing from the wood of sharp teeth. It took me several 10 days of quiet habitation in the woods before the venerable Baldur felt comfortable revealing his presence to me. The longer I stayed demonstrating I was no threat to his health and peace, the more open he was to gentle inquiry. His tale, relayed to me on a chilly morning as we stoked a small fire between us, was like none I had heard before or since. I had asked if it were fiction, and he insisted emphatically it was as true as his own right eye. Ooh, I beat myself that time. Not bad. This is like a time trial. Long ago, before my eyes and ears, before your lonesome quill, dear scribe, there was an empire of people, or perhaps only belief, an empire of brain-eaters, soul-wasters, and they call themselves Illithids, the flayers of mind. The children of Gith were bowed, bent in service to the flayers, a passionate people, made to serve a cold belief. The flayers were untouchable, their minds a great oppressor. No proud will or passion could break Gith's children free, until at last, a reckoning. Its source unknown, its power unproven, but its events history-making. The cowed would not crack, Gith's children fought back valiantly. Their freedom's theirs, their flayers bent and broken till today. Oh. Interesting. Oh, there was more. There was another page. Was there? There might not have been. We receive reports of increased cult activity near Last Light. There are larger groups than ever moving through the area. If they're gathering strength, we need to know. Take your unit and patrol the hills to the east. Observe and report back only. Do not engage unless you have no other choice. Watch yourselves out there. Watch the shadows. Jaheira. I don't know who had this. I don't know why they had this. Do not engage unless you have no other choice. Because if that's the orders that the people who we partook in the ambush had, they did not follow those orders. Academic disclosure. This research was funded independently and conducted at the site of Avernus. The first place of the Nine Hells Candle Keep does not encourage or promote the entrapment of mortal souls. Soul coins, as a concept, are one of merciless simplicity. The sum of personal and magical essence, their soul, is bound into a minted piece of infernal iron and used as currency by devils in their cohort. They are frequently traded for their value, can purchase mercenaries, magical items, and even fuel the strange engines in the hells, like my buddy, Karlak. However, there is a fascinating culture surrounding soul coins as well. I spoke to a devil who admitted that she has one coin that she will never sell, for it was the bargain that got her promoted out of a lemur status. She connected me to a half-elk warlock who had promised his soul to a coin after death. I was able to look at his contract, which is reproduced below. The next 50 pages appear to be painstakingly written legal document in Infernal with a headache-inducing number of footnotes. That is hilarious, and it is exactly what I was talking about in the last episode with Warlock and his patron, with Will and his patron, about imagining freaking lawyers bent over a bunch of books, reading through legal documents and talking warlocks through their patrons' pacts. Yeah, it's weird to be using soul coins, and I don't know what it's going to do now that Karlach has no like capability of future improvements. Is Karlach going to be able to? I don't know. Maybe soul coins had a more important use, but I'm very timid to use soul coins. I think I'll definitely is a stupid statement to make. I might save them for the last
Get my
fight
way.
of the campaign. Try to save them for like the end of situations. Maybe I'll use one for like Raphael, because I know he's got a lot of health. Probably gonna have to fight him at some point. Cause that'd be worth it. I want to see what it does.
Looking ahead.
But we only have 2 soul coins. It's not like we got a bunch. But who knows? We might find a
My feet
bunch.
can carry me.
We might just keep finding them. And I decide that maybe I should go check out the basement, because I didn't even know a basement of this place existed. But I said I was gonna go on the road, and then immediately
Wish to
looped
live in more
back
intriguing
around
times.
to the only place I didn't check. This stupid last light area. But there is a chest down here, so it's worth checking out. Not worth. Not worth. I mean, it is worth. Probably. Check it out. The only currency I'm dealing with is time, so. Not occurring to me that the webs that are lining the door are blocking the way. Can't attack because Carbrick's in the way. So you have to be directly in the center
So that's
to
progress.
deal with the spider webs. Karlach has one of the better keys. He has the skeleton key, for lack of a better term. Does Eldritch Blast kind of stay the same for a few more levels? I feel like Eldritch Blast is gonna not get any better for a while. It's capped on the amount of damage it can do until later on. So these 2 spell slots that the Warlock has are going to be
Got a
spread
long
thin.
road ahead.
Did I say 2 spell slots? I mean the 2 casts of Hunger of Adar that I get for a short rest. Well, they all fail the survival checks. That's probably fine. Probably doesn't mean anything. I have no idea. Yeah, my 2 my 2 pre-slotted casts of Hunger of Adar per short rest. Per rest, I guess.
Someone there?
Are gonna have to be stretched out.
Touch.
I'm getting a plus 10 to these bonuses, so this is great. I can't wait to get expertise though. Or I already have expertise. There's another one. Is it like mastery or something? Where I can't roll below a certain number. Can't roll below a 10. Any value below 10 is immediately a 10. Because that'll be nice. That's one of my favorite abilities that rogues have.
I'll just help myself.
You know, I was checking all of the boxes in the previous act because a lot of them had thieves' tools. But none of these boxes seem to have thieves' tools in them. And I don't think there was a basement that I had found a ton of thieves' tools in a different playthrough. And I don't think I did that in this one at all. I don't think I ever went back and searched all the boxes for thieves' tools. Found all of them. So that is rather unfortunate. I am running relatively low, I think. Not to the point of desperation.
Damn, it's good to
I don't
be
think I'm
alive.
gonna run out. Especially now that he's got a plus 10. And I'm actually rolling alright. I'm not rolling 2s and 3s. Or 1s. Knock on wood. But I don't feel
Honk
like
honk.
I've been rolling poorly. I feel like I haven't been going through them as much. Yeah, I gotta check out this area because this looks like a point of interest. No, looks like something's going on here. Oh no, it's just a spot to stand, I guess. A point of light. A tear in the shadows.
That's curious.
Ooh. It was probably something like that. The survival check that was done in the basement. It was probably just like buried treasure. Buried treasure. Oh, it makes it sound so cool, but it's not. It's usually sucky. I guess dark vision and see invisibility are nice. But relatively. Oh, a fire wine barrel. Okay, bet. Why didn't they have that up at the... Ah, whatever. Oh, I see what's happening here.
Glad to see someone in this place got a proper burial.
Graves. Open graves. That's why they have the traps. Is because they don't know if these guys are gonna come back to life. Or not come back to life, but become undead. And I decided to fast travel the last light. And head off again, theoretically. I mean, stand still here for a second, just ponder. Take a second and really think about next steps. Think about choices, decisions. Oop. Oh, it does look like his icon is moving on the map, so... it just keeps getting left behind. But it's fine. Fine, I'm fine. It's fine. We're good. 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 Okay. Toll House, Mason's Guild. Distillery said supplies. I don't see a distillery here. Is the distillery the last light? No, because that's where they were. That's where they would have been making the map. House in the Shadows is... Oh. Look at me. Look at me go. The abandoned house is where the shadow lengthens. Distillery has supplies. I don't know where that is. Toll House is the embankment. Point of attack, question mark? Is that where they're planning on attacking or where the Harpers are trying to attack? Are they thinking that this place is trapped? Or are they gonna trap it? I think that means they're going to attack there. The Harpers are gonna put forces here to attack. That's my interpretation of this. Hopefully it's right. Moonrise, a hub of wickedness. That we know. I want to know what distilleries dash supplies means. Where's the distillery? Last light. House. Mason's Guild. Is it the Mason's Guild? Is that the distillery? Well, that's all we got for this episode. So thank you for chilling. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you listening, especially this far into it. Yeah, I'm getting into my groove here. So I'll see you in the next one.